Good day, good people who are finding the year of the paradigm. Tuning Dave Brown with Ape Anomaly, the Anomaly Cars Few. Nomi is the man who was ready to bring you another edition of Rebellion on the road to Avi-Mania. This last Friday in the month will be the last show before Avi-Mania. It will be the 29th. And because it is technically a 5th Friday, it will be a Rebellion live. So keep that in mind. I think my lights just flickered, which is not a great sign, but I digress. We're getting our show started immediately tonight. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of emotions after what happened this past Friday night in the wedding of Norphelia, so I want to actually start by going with that. There will be a town hall that will be run by Camilla and Queen, and they're going to field any questions that you have from the audience, and rather you can also use this to show your support instead to Norphelia. So, open right now, and in the description, in the pinned comment, and in probably the pinned message in the chat, because this is a premiere, there is a submission box for you to submit whatever you want to say in regards to this situation, any burning questions you might have. Get your stuff in. Get your stuff in, because that will close this Wednesday-ish at about noon, Eastern time. Until then, we got a whole Rebellion on our show. We got the 2 tag team champions going off against their 2 challengers in singles action tonight, Wario and Waluigi. Not Futaba, wow, Fuyuhiko and Majima. And in our main event after this Friday, we learn Itto will join Iroh's team. But I think the most notable thing is, can they beat Yosuke and Alhaitham tonight? We'll see. Major momentum swing could go in that favor, especially after the movement has suffered such strong losses over the past couple of weeks. That being said, let's get our show started. The same way we start every show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Medica Madness, and it's not here yet, actually. We'll have to give it a second. I'd also like to point out, 2K has been crashing more and more often than it has been in the past little bit, but I have full faith and trust in 2K that we won't get a crash as the stars go. They did go. They went black. Excellent. This past Friday, these two decimated the Literature Club. To say it wasn't even close is kind of an understatement. I don't even know if either of them burned resiliency. I think there's a chance that maybe Naomi did, but at the end of the day, they were both standing tall by the end of it. Even with Yuri there ringside, nothing Sayori could do, nothing Natsuki could do. I won't say they look like Monica. They didn't get knocked down the match and just stay down dead after being eliminated. That didn't happen. I don't think that's ever gonna happen again. That was iconic in the worst sense of the word iconic. That being said, who are the medics up against tonight? That sounds like Majima. Honestly, actually. Wait a minute. That's not Majima, but it's that's Electro. The OC who I've been told has been a part of this this Yakuza. That's Pekko, and I'm not actually sure who the one on the left is. Never competed before in the AWE. Pekko I know was a part of this so-called Yakuza. I mean, Fuyuhiko's there, so what would you expect? I don't know who this other person is, but I'd like to know. Yeah, I would definitely like to know. I digress. We'll continue on with the show. Live chat. You guys are gonna have to let me know. I'll try and text our general managers just to figure out who this is. Because I know that they have an earpiece that gets the live broadcast from my commentary. So we're gonna find out as soon as we can who this other person is. You know, we'll probably be able to read it on the bars. Drop my whole phone. Regardless, this bad boy starting. Jessica's calling tonight, and it's on. Oh, it's another Monica. That's kind of hilarious. Monica is here, and let's see how this thing plays out. I'm excited to find out. Peko and Monica apparently a part of this Yakuza. Oof. And Peko with a strong reversal here. It's been a long time since we've been Peko. Peko hasn't actually competed a lot in the AWE, and right now is getting tossed about by Naomi, and a big old leg drop running into it, and going for another one right afterwards, turning around. But surprisingly enough, the stun bar just going down on Peko like that didn't even affect her. Which is kind of wild to think about, but I digress. They've got Peko up, and they've got Peko up high. We've seen them do this before, actually. Big old back body drop from the middle rope. But once again, Peko still not stunned. And a stomp to the arm. I heard my phone buzz. Here we go. Monica Van Dam from Xenoblade. Xenoblade character. We haven't had a ton of Xenoblade representation. We've had Pyramithra. I didn't know this character was from Xenoblade, but here we are. For the first time in an AWE ring, it is Monica being told that she's the mother of the mother. Who's the mother of the group? Mother is in MILF? I would like to get to know her better. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute, hold on. In real time. Goodness gracious. German suplex. And Monica's already turned this thing around for her team. Reversing, sending Naomi into the corner. Taking a running start and a monkey flip. Looking like Mojo Jojo with that move. But a reversal by Naomi. Once again, in-ring IQ, in-ring experience can go a long, long way in a match like this, especially a long elimination match that's so grueling. Into the corner one more time. And a tag's been made. And the other thing is, these two know how to work together so well now. Headlock into a double stomp to the back. Essentially a crouching coup de grace. And a knee strike. I was going to say, someone more knowledgeable in the chat is going to have to give me some more details about Monica. Don't know anything besides Monica is here for the first time, has teamed up with the Yakuza, and is a MILF. And you know, I really think the only thing that I needed to know was that last part. I welcome her with open arms. Ducked out of the way of that move. Couple shots to the back. Right to the cheeks. Reversal of the clothesline, kick to the gut. And a nasty clothesline in response. Ty immediately rolls outside of the ring. Monica tries to follow and gets a weapon out. And we've got Megaphone in action, but knocked out of her hands with a double axe from... Oh my god. I'm sorry. I gotta focus back up. I have to provide commentary. I can't watch Ty crawl all over people and wish that I was with Monica, but I digress. The match goes on. Ty now back in control. Super kick right to the face of Monica. Talk about a warm welcome to the AWE, tossed into the corner. And with this, I guess it's actually a very Yakuza night, because the Yakuza have answered. Look at this, up, and a big old boot right to the throat. Off the ropes. Oh, but look at that. Go for the tag and leaving Naomi to fall right to the ground. Electro on the outside seems to have picked up a table as well. Peko goes underneath. Peko goes over. Back elbow right to the chest. Turn back over again. One for a stomp. Naomi fires back. Cheeky roll up. For one. Ooh, not for two, but rolled up the other way. One. Pushed out. No more rolls. Just action. And Peko is looking to make a tag to... what do they have planned here? Oh, looks like they are doing the turnabout's fair play. I wasn't expecting that. They fired back with the exact same move. Apparently they're learning from their opponents. Naomi stands right back up, and because of that, able to get the advantage. Goes for the tag, but gets it reversed. Went for a super kick reversed, and a drop kick sends Monica down. Naomi's got a signature right now. I think that was actually the signature of Monica that just got reversed. Naomi saves herself from potentially a very rough affair. Tai tried to go for the tag. Once again, Monica's able to stop that from happening. Not able to stop that. Tried to weave out of the way. Once again, Tai back in control, but Tai tossing the corner this time. And this time, Tai with an elbow right to the nose. Monica a little bit faster on that exchange and sends Tai flying. There's a lot of good grabs going on here tonight with Monica, and with that bridge one. Yo, that bridge was something else. But we must go on. We must continue. Turn around again. Went for another German this time. Tai was ready for it. The thing about an open challenge is you have to be able to quickly adapt to your opponent. Oh my gosh, had her leg caught in the rope, but still able to hit that DDT. And a double axe sends Tai into the ropes, which is crazy work. And Tai may be going on a trip back first. On the outside, Monica goes jumping through the ropes and a drop kick right to the face. Right to the mush. And this audience is eating this up. Tai with the reversal gets the kendo stick out of Monica's hands and tosses Monica all the way into the steps. Goodness gracious. Electro looking on, saying, "You got this," Monica being a little, ooh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Monica rushing back to the ring saying, "Hey, if you want to hit me with that kendo stick, get in here ASAP." And Monica may be saying, "Hey, you fell for my trap." Kick to the gut. Oh, but reverse that into a suplex of her own and a bridge herself. One. But just one. Long way to go. Monica's taking a whole lot of damage at this point. Tai is so close to having a finisher on lock. But instead makes a tag to Naomi, who already has the signature. This should also build up a finisher for Tai, is the biggest picture item here. Monica wisely rolls over to the side, pulls herself to the outside. Naomi's like, all right, what are you? Oh, it's actually Electro buying some time for Monica, who jumps over the top rope, distracted by Electro. And a Hurricane Rana to Naomi. Up on the top rope again, jumps over, but not able to get that leg drop. Naomi rolls out of the way, now focused in on Monica, saying, all right, I understand what's going on here. Dropped onto the kendo stick. I was going to say, has Monica where she wants her. Pecco honestly needs to make that tag. Lifted right back up because we might be seeing a little bit of a riptide soon, or they may be going for something a little bit more fatal. I'm talking about a lethal injection from the medical team. Whoa, 1, 2. Oh my gosh, these two are brawling, in fact. Who would have thunk? Able to get out of the way. Couple kicks. Turned around, zigzag-esque move. And Tai just tossed, deposited in the ring, stunned. Kicks. And oh, brain buster. Tai can't do anything about it, she's out cold. 1, 2, kick out. Oh my gosh, they're still fighting on the outside! It's a real mafia mugging! Kick to the head. Big chops. Hurricane Rana. Oh my, that might have been a Frankenstein. I think her head bounced off the mat as Monica's going to the top rope. This has been chaos to the finest degree. Frog splash to Naomi. And that's got her down for 1, for 2. And that's resiliency burned right back. And again, Tai just tossed into the ring. If Monica hits this thing again, no, it's a leg drop this time instead. And still doesn't go to tag in Pecco. I think Pecco might still be beating up Tai. May still be beating up Tai. Into the corner. Yeah, look at this. She got a whole table right now. Scoop slam, but Naomi able to get from behind. Reversal into the ropes. Oh my gosh, clothesline her outside of the ring. The Yakuza have been brutal. What's going on here? I didn't even see what happened on the other side. Once you reach the other side. Oh, but look at this Tai trying to fight back. combination of her own, kick right to the jaw. But over here, Monica's still got Naomi right where she wants her. Crawls back into the ring. And anything goes in this competition. This is the unhinged chaos that I expected in a series of matches like this. Naomi, I think, still trying to play things by the book. Hurricane Rana. On the outside, you can see Naomi clutching at her back. Monica steps back into the ring and sees that table and sets it up. Still doesn't make the tag to Peko. Interesting decision. Oh, look at this. Sends her flying. Monica's feeling the hurt, and here's the thing. Ty has actually got the tag made. Ty, who's not completely fresh, thanks to, oh, reverse the signature. I was going to say not completely fresh, thanks to Peko, but now making the tag back. Making the tag right back. It is now, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Sends her, oh, legs first onto the table. That fast going onto the table that are breaking, that could have dislocated, it could have injured both of her ACLs. And let me tell you, she might instead be going for a trip through that table for real this time. Into the pinfall. Monica's worse for wear. 1, 2, and Peko's not all alone in this fight yet. This I think is the most chaotic of the open challenges so far, but insult to injury lands. This time it may actually be the end. Naomi put up one heck of a battle, but for 1, for 2, she's, oh. She's surviving, is what's happening. Couple big chops, couple big hits. Naomi's got Monica up, sends her down. And here's the thing, Peko's still so fresh. Naomi just has to make that tag. Stands back up, big crossbody. And now says, all right, here, make the tag. It is really anybody's match now. Because look at this, Peko already has a signature lined up, but she's got to get the moves off. And I want to also point out, Peko's still, in terms of stamina, almost completely fresh. Combination strikes again, right to the jaw. Peko's feeling it. Worse for wear. Outside of the ring, though, Peko was a menace. Double-handed chokeslam sends her down. Peko stood back. Or, I'm sorry, not stood back up, now stood back up, but runs at Naomi and just blast her. Down she goes. And the tag's been made right back to Monica, who does have 2 finishers. I think that might be the plan. Lifts her back up. And sends her flying exploder style. Running the ropes, big double axe. Just reckless abandon strike in the head of Naomi. Maybe thinking tag team move. Ooh, yeah, wasn't tag team finisher. Was just thinking tag team move in the corner on the opposite side. Here's the thing, though. Naomi might be thinking tag team finisher. Was, and that was a reversal. Oh, what is this? Use the entire body to send Naomi flying. Tag's been made, and now Ty is the legal one. Went for a spinning back kick. Reversed. Back over the top rope. Yo, this has just been chaos. This has been true anarchy between these 4 ladies. Inside, outside. Ty, oh my gosh, hit in the shins and sent to the ground. And look at that, drinking in the adoration from the audience. But oh no. Pele kick, I believe, from Tae. This Takemi. Just saw Monica stand right back up. Combination strikes, has her up, and sends her down on the outside. Nightwing-esque move by Monica. And sends Tae back into the ring. Here's the thing. If she goes for the pin right now, Naomi might have to come in and help. Breaks it up. And here's the thing, she's got another finisher already lined up if she goes for it. And I'm not sure if she will. Instead says, no, Peko, how about you get in here and have some fun? Tag's been made. Is this a tag team finisher? No, I don't believe so. Sins are flying. Sins are falling. Peko does have a signature, but may not be able to use it. Sweeps the leg. Peko just adrenalined herself up. Adrenaline is in her soul. And she's got her there. But sent outside the ring. Tai is looking on. And Peko's just been utterly aggressive tonight. So far, I don't think we've seen a competitor as aggressive as Peko has been in these open challenges. Kick right to the jaw of Takemi. Lifted right back up. Tossed towards the steel barricade. Lifted up by the neck and tossed into the stairs. I had just said I don't think we've seen anybody as aggressive as Peko has been. And if that ain't the truth, even going after Naomi as well. Naomi able to fire back though. Steps down and does a little head wiggle. Peko not having it though, saying, alright, I know I'm supposed to focus on Tai, but you can get some too. Still focused on Naomi. Oh my gosh. Oh, right to the throat. But, oh man, look at this. Using this to her advantage. Riptide. Breaks that, and that is 1, 2, kick out. Monica still came to help as well. Tai also used those special drugs. Oh, reversed it. Hit the hand there. Looking for a scoop, slam. No, a slam onto the knee. I think was trying to tag in Monica. Tai's body was in the way. Ugh! Single arm choke slam. She's stunned. If Peko's thinking it's finisher time. And Peko with a nasty clothesline decapitates Tai. 1, 2. Tai uses resiliency as well. There's no resiliency left in this battle. You gotta believe that the next pinfall may be a match decider. And Peko going back under the ring, still as aggressive as ever in this brawl. Bashes Tai again. Tai able to roll through though. And Peko with a nasty clothesline. The blade right to the neck of Tai puts her away for 3. And here's the thing, she's got another one if she dares to use it. I think she tried to, but Naomi was in the air first and was able to use that to her advantage. Has it locked in deep, but Peko gets out of it. Sends her into the ropes. Naomi reverses it. Big old kick, sending Peko down. Trying to drag Peko center of the ring. Had her leg in a weird position there, but able to survive. You gotta remember, this is the Ultimate Swords woman. She will knock you out as best as she can. Kick to the gut. I don't think we've ever seen her use the signature. Oh, she's not using the signature. What is she doing here? Dropping Naomi on the ropes. And a tag being made, making sure they have that security blanket. And Monica lifting Naomi up. And overhand strike. And I gotta tell you what, the medical team, I don't know how they're gonna work their way back up from this one, but a kick right to that. And an injured Monica. Maybe that is the key to turning this all around. Because look at this. Oh my gosh, hold on, Naomi. More than incredible tonight. This has been a tag team medical challenge for the ages, trying to separate the shoulder on the already injured body of Monica for 1, for 2. No, what? Not 2? Just 1? Oh my gosh, a triangle. Triangle hold, able to, yeah, I was going to say that Lord Peko out this late in the match. That could have been all she wrote. Trying to get the advantage as well, but was distracted for a second. And with a cheeky roll up, 1, 2, win them the match. It didn't. Naomi still survives, y'all. Hold on a minute. Hey, let the girls cook. All 4 of them have been putting on a show, but especially the Yakuza. In the debut of what looks like Monica and Peko into the corner. And we might be seeing that splash again. No, Naomi's ready for it. Clothesline sends her down. Want to point out again, Peko can't come in, and Naomi does have a signature. If she uses that signature, then uses the finisher on Peko, it could be all she wrote. It could be game over, and now we're seeing insult to injury. And the injury is already on the body, so it may be all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, things are evened out. Peko steps into the ring, and was going immediately for that clothesline, and looked like into the corner. Steps outside the ring. Yo, look at Peko's stamina. She's pretty much back at full. Another table introduced in, but turned around. Got her up. Painkillers. It's late into this fight. A finisher to the back. It's one. It's... Y'all, Peko may be built different. It is late into this fight. Granted, Monica in her first showing took most of this damage. It's anything but over. Peko sees Naomi. She tried to sweep the leg into that finisher. Or into that submission, rather. Not finisher. Oh, but the blade! Sharpened blade right to the neck. It's one, it's two. Is at the end of Naomi. This match is not over. To everyone that my voice is reaching tonight, we are witnessing something special in this tag team open challenge. We're witnessing something special in Naomi. We're witnessing something special in the girls from the Yakuza. We are witnessing tag team gold. Turned around. And look at this, we saw this before. Right onto the arm. Did you see the body of Peko, the back of Peko bounce off of the arm there? And now Naomi getting dragged, center of the ring, but Naomi able to battle out of it. Still has fight left in her. I don't know how she does. And sweeps the leg. This may be enough. Yanks it back, has it locked in deep. But Peko immediately saying, no, not today. A couple elbows right to the jaw. Naomi may have like it. Lost a couple of teeth with those hard elbow strikes. And Peko buying herself some time to try and potentially set up that table exactly what she does. Now here's the thing. I don't know if she can... Oh, she did get to her, but just barely knocked the table down. And that honestly may have been enough in that clothesline again. Peko's clothesline rivals Gunther for one, for two, and Naomi's down this time. You've got to give it up to the Yakuza. Peko went up. And after this I feel like lit something inside of Peko. She was like, I have to do it for Fuyuhiko. And she took it to Tai for ages on the outside. Because of that, Tai was so weakened when she got into the ring. One big move was enough to burn resiliency. And let's not forget about the debuting Monica out here. Monica put on one heck of a show. Against a very game open challenge team. We're talking about the medics. They went crazy tonight. They did not go lightly because look at this. Big boot right to the throat. And here's the thing. Second verse was same as the first. It was like a round. They said, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. 1, 2, 3 was the first yes, I can. But out of nowhere, rolled up. We thought they had cheekily won this thing, but it was a count of 2. Naomi had all the fight in the world. All of it. But insult to injury was the first step. Naomi was like, if I can get one of them down, maybe I can get both of them. But that clothesline, that sharpened blade from Peko. You get hit with that, and it might be all she wrote. Celebrating with Electro tonight. I bet the rest of the Yakuza actually is hoping to do the same. You love to see it. Good on. Yo, did one of the lenses on Peko's glasses break? It looked like the right lens broke, dude. Anywho, I digress. Let's continue on with our show. I don't know. That low-key might just be the match of the night, I'll tell you what. Anywho. let's continue on. Because from one team of Yakuza to another, the small Fuyuhiko is now going one-on-one with the massive Waluigi. How is this gonna play out? I have no idea. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We'll find out very quickly as the stars go. Black. Whose car is this? Team Wa was this close from having... oh, yo, man's a sassy. And you know what? Deservedly so. I digress. Anywho, Team Wa was so close to having, from being able rather to pick their opponents come Avi-Mania. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. If they were able to pick them, let's be real. They probably would have picked the boy flops because let's be real. That's an easy night. That's easy work. But instead, now they have to go against the Yakuza, who fought back against them ever so valiantly and got them both out, and the Yakuza were the last two standing. Team Wa was unable to stop them, looking to put some pause in their momentum tonight. Waluigi out first to face the much smaller Fuyuhiko. It's a normal one-on-one, but I'm excited to see how this plays out. Championship in hand. You gotta be excited for Waluigi. They are. I guess I can pull up the championship count. Our AWE title history. Yakuza about to come out. Let me see. Yeah, so they're currently at 238 days. Team Wa, the longest reigning. Oh man, they were just out there, and they're already saying, "Hey, let's continue to come out here." I will say, Electro did make a little bit of a difference in the match just prior. Was able to distract Naomi for a little bit, allowing Monica to get a move off. Monica, Peko, and Electro all walking out with Fuyuhiko. I have to imagine they're gonna do the same thing for Majima. Oh, this might just be the Yakuza's night. All five of them, outside of Electro, so four of them might pick up victories tonight because of each other. I need to plug in my headset because it is dying. But I also plugged in my phone because it was dying, but I can get that on a different charger. And I think I'm starting to see the picture here. The Yakuza bringing out all their members saying, "Hey, we gotta win this at Avi-Mania by any means necessary." Team Wa have held those titles and gotten lucky for 238 days so far. August 30th, the Yakuza might do whatever they can to make sure they walk out with the gold. Waluigi all on his lonesome Wario preparing for tonight. Might need to prepare more than he thought. It is Fuyuhiko, it's Waluigi, and it's on. One-on-one. And they're immediately going to grabs. Now, I'll tell you what, Waluigi probably has the advantage on grabs just because his arms are like the size of Fuyuhiko's body. Let's be real. Fuyuhiko's he's a small man. That's a small man's right there. But he's mighty. We've seen him mighty. We've seen him hit that bada bing spine buster that he loves. But right now, it's all Waluigi. And you gotta imagine, Peko's probably looking in there saying, "Ooh, if I could just get in there and clothesline that stupid mustache man." Oh, but hold on, Fuyuhiko able to fight out of it. That's what we're talking about. You never, like, doubt. You put some doubt on the name of the Yakuza, they'll show you what they're all about, and tonight they're showing it out in full force. Has the legs. Stomp to the midsection. Waluigi already starting to feel it. Fuyuhiko off the ropes, flying with a punch right behind the ear of Waluigi. Trying to take the big man down to his feet. And again, they're going grabs. Fuyuhiko, did he learn anything from the last time grappling with him? No, he's got him in a waist lock. And once again, Fuyuhiko is probably not going to be able to rip those arms apart, but instead uses speed to yank him down to the ground, brings him to his own size. Said, "Why don't you fight someone your own size? It's you sitting down, we're about the same size." And he's got him wrenching back in that sleeper. I don't think Waluigi might not be able to breathe right now. And a knee right to the spine. Fuyuhiko saying, I'm going to make it a lot harder for you to stand, and has another submission hold locked in, this time Waluigi up to his feet quick. Fuyuhiko. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! And we were talking about it just a second ago, small but mighty, and then said, hey, you know what? Hey, I'm going to give Fuyuhiko his flowers tonight, man. Win or lose, he just entertained us. And Fuyuhiko rolls out of the ring. Stepping back in, but Waluigi up to the top rope. Fuyuhiko watching, and steps, he literally Samoa Joe. He said, yep, he's drop kicking, don't mind if I don't. Lifted up, but once again, the power and the size of Waluigi coming to a factor there. Fuyuhiko unable to hit that move, and now trying to yank out the clavicle of Fuyuhiko. He sweeps the leg with his low center of gravity. An elbow to the heart. Fuyuhiko has found success in other series on this channel, I believe. The Danganronpa Hunger Games, he's found success, but never in the AWE. Used to tag team with Kazuichi tonight. And I guess in the past couple of months has found a lot more success in tag teaming with Goro Majima, embracing his Yakuza roots. A couple more shots to the head, sweeps through. Oh my gosh, leg scissors by the long man's onto the small man's. And you see how big that man's is stepping over the top rope? Scatters the Yakuza, saying, hey, you guys need to get out of my way, but it may have proven to be a terrible mistake because Fuyuhiko reversing and sends him down. Into the pinfall. That's one. That's two. It might actually be resiliency. It's not. Tag team champ still got a whole lot of fight left in him. But that fight may be dwindling because he's looking. Bada. Oh, no. Reverse that bada bing. And now we're seeing Waluigi looking to hit the finisher, looking to take this man's out. Has him in that Waluigi leg lock. But Fuyuhiko turns the pressure around very quickly, hits Waluigi a couple times right in the skull, but you can see the legs of the small man already starting to affect him in this fight. Able to lift Waluigi very slowly on his shoulders, unable to do a move, the weight distribution, a little too much for the small man. Babyface Gangster has his throat on the ropes, and Waluigi now back in control. He's tag team champion for so long for a reason, and now look at this. Once again, Monica, we talked about it, the mother of the group, saying, hey, don't you hurt that boy. May have bought Fuyuhiko a little bit of time, but didn't buy him too much success in that one, but it may have rattled him because he was looking for that signature, and Fuyuhiko was properly prepared for it. They've gotten into the head of Waluigi tonight, and if they do the same thing at Avi-Mania, it could be curtains for the longest reigning men's tag team champions of all time. Fuyuhiko heading up to the top rope, taking his sweet time, and a double axe right into the skull brains. Waluigi has him up for that. Oh man, doesn't even wait for the first suplex that he usually hits. Instead says, it's time to send man's on a trip, bada bing, the same move, and he does not have resiliency. 1, 2. All right, man. Everyone's on their aces tonight. It's the road to Avi-Mania. Everybody's got their aces tonight. Stomp to the arm. We're not worthy, champs. And I could not agree more. Up to the heavens, Fuyuhiko saying, get up, we're gonna do this again, looking to brain him one more time. And no, doesn't. It's a flying clothesline. Looking over at Pecco afterwards saying, that clothesline you do, so impressive. Stomp to the arm. And now, trying to yank that arm of Fuyuhiko back. Fuyuhiko rolls through. Uses a small body to twist the neck of Waluigi. Double axe to the back. Fuyuhiko has that bada bing again. If he hits it, Waluigi could be in trouble, and he does. Bada bing for 1, for 2, and now it's actually resiliency on Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko has had to work hard to bring the towering Waluigi down, but look at that height yet again, dropping the small mafia boss. And if this move hits, Fuyuhiko might be in a little bit of trouble. Look at the height. He's so high in the sky when he stands up on the top rope, drop kick diving right into the boy. And that's 1. That's not even 2. What do we talk about, y'all? Say it with me. He's small, but what is he? He's mighty. He's small, but mighty. And that is being shown off in full force. Waluigi, however, with the reversal. He's big and he's mighty. Big knee strike right to the gut of Fuyuhiko. Waluigi staring down at him, trying to catch his breath. Fuyuhiko back up to his feet, not wasting the opportunity, but look again, right there. Waluigi able to send him down. Heads over to the corner. We've seen this thing before. Fuyuhiko now in dire straits, turns around. Big. He was so short, he couldn't hit him. He was so short he couldn't hit him, but he does have the leg lock locked in. Fuyuhiko's got to reach the ropes or burn resiliency. His legs, they're struggling. He's hurting. He didn't do either. He didn't do either. He got out of that. His legs are in dire straits now, but he sure got out of it. And Waluigi reverses the finisher. I'm sorry, the signature. Now Fuyuhiko's in trouble. Here's the thing. Did Waluigi learn from last time? Fuyuhiko was literally too short. No, because he's not going to do that move again. Instead, he's going to punt the arm of Fuyuhiko, who's back up to his feet. And drives him down, body first. And he's looking to drag him somewhere, drag him away, potentially to the center of the ring. And I want to point out, Small Mans has no resiliency. His legs are in the red, and all of this work may mean he's going to have to type out. No, he built it up at the very last second. He built up resiliency at the very last second and was able to pull through. But look at his body. We talked about how this is going to be a battle of attrition between these two. Fuyuhiko was going to have to find a way to beat the towering Waluigi. Was going to be a true David versus Goliath battle. And now he's going for body shots. You can't breathe, you can't fight. But once again, Waluigi's so tall. His arms are longer than Fuyuhiko's legs. Went for a shot there. Oh my gosh, couple shots again. Waluigi not letting up, but Fuyuhiko catches the foot. The foot that's basically the same size of his... Oh, wait a minute. He's going for submission hold himself. Is Waluigi gonna have to be the one to tap this late in the fight? Oh, no. Able to survive. We're talking about submissions over and over again, and we do have a submission match later. But Bada Bing does connect. Center of the ring goes for the pinfall. Is it over? 1, 2... Fuyuhiko puts him away. Everyone's bringing their aces tonight. We saw a lot of submissions in this battle. And let me tell you, we got one more match to go that'll be focused on submissions, and it's coming up right next. But let's talk about everything that happened here. Fuyuhiko using that flexibility, that agility, and sweeping the leg of Waluigi using his own weight against him to get into that pinfall. He was able to power that shoulder up. But let's talk about this here. We thought this was going to be the end of the match. We thought that could have been all she wrote. And then after that, he had Bada Bing. And all eyes were focused. We were like, oh my gosh, he's got no resiliency. It's all she wrote. It's all over. But at 2.9, the champ got the shoulder up. That clothesline, looked at Pecco right afterwards saying, that's how you do it? Thanks for teaching me. Has him up, and one last Bada Bing. For 1, for 2, but it was not over again. Waluigi proved, if you want to take our tag team championships, you're going to have to do a whole lot. And Fuyuhiko had to do a whole lot. He was too short to be hit by that kick from Waluigi, and so Waluigi had to reevaluate and kicked him right in the arm instead. Punt kicked the Small Man, but at the end of the day, one last Bada Boom, Bada Bing. For 1, for 2, and a second win for the Yakuza. Everyone's looking at Majima now. Because look at this. Electra even helping him up saying, hey, you did it. Good job on your Mafia boss. We love to see it. The Yakuza are here. Celebrating all over the ring as Fuyuhiko picks up a massive victory for them. It's crazy because we knew that they were kind of a pack, but we've never seen the other two in action, and tonight They may be a very formidable faction in the AWE that we've just learned about. Hey, give me the stars. Thank you. We must go on because, hey, we've had an incredible night of wrestling so far. That being said, it's gonna continue. In the last 3 matches, there was not a single pinfall or submission. Tonight that will change. Tonight there will be a decisive submission. Because it is Iroh. It is a Moko. It's a submissions match. And that bad boy is starting right now as the stars go. Black. And let's talk first about Ribbon, Iroh, Ogami. Iroh, this past Friday, has picked up 2 falls in a very, very impressive showing in a tables match. If Iroh gets 1 more victory, Moko will put the WOW title on the line in their very last match in this best of 7 series. Right now, it is 2-1. It is the 4th match. Moko wins this, it's all tied up. Iroh wins this, Iroh's got 3, only needs 1 more, essentially, to get a winning record in this battle. In this best of 7. For now, though, I'm kind of excited to see how this thing plays out. Iroh, last time, was still a little banged up in the tables fight, but fought smarter. And that's what we're going to talk about here. Moko fought harder this past Friday, but Iroh fought smarter. Used finishers, new Moko. Moko was a little bit dazed from him, and when Moko was dazed, that's when Iroh struck. That's when they used a nice little suplex to put Moko right through a table 2 times in a row. Moko picked up the first fall, rather. Thought she had it in the bag, but Iroh said, nah, we got this. Moko, I'm sure, very excited about this one because this is the first time there will be a decisive submission. Moko a little disappointed. Hey, it's not a pinfall, but hey, I'm gonna make Iroh quit tonight. If she does, it'll be 2-2. If Iroh's able to win this one, Moko will put that title on the line at Avi-Mania. Best of 7 series, this is match number 4. Match number 5 takes place this Friday. Match number 6 takes place next Friday. And match 7 takes place at Avi-Mania, which means this is the last match that will be on a Rebellion. That's not true. I guess the last match will also take place on Rebellion Live, so keep that in mind, everybody. That's something you gotta keep in your mind. I'm so excited. These two have put on some, honestly, some nail-biting matches, except for last week. Last week was just a murder. Last Sunday was a murder. This past Friday, everyone was on the edge of their seats. Every single person on the edge of their seats. That being said, Moko back in action. Iroh looking to get momentum and win the second fight. Both of them missing with their moves. And a stomp right to the arm. Iroh off the ropes. Iroh may need to stop doing that coffin drop because I can count on the on 2 fingers how many times Iroh has successfully landed it. And now we're getting some real graps. Because this is a real wrestling match, something that Moko has been dying to get Iroh in. But can you imagine what Moko's psyche is going to be like if Moko is unable to pick up the victory tonight? Something Moko has been waiting for, some sort of match with a true pinfall or submission finish. This one will end in submission. Knee right to the back, huh? Right now, it's about even between the 2 competitors. Moko actually able to block that kick, huh? Not often do we see a true block in this game, but hey, that's a professional at her finest. Iroh, I'm not going to say needs to get lucky tonight. Iroh needs to do what Iroh did best. They need to fight smart like they did this past Friday because Moko is not letting up, trying to disconnect the head from Iroh's neck. Goodness gracious. Ouch. As that leg, whip the leg back too. But I'll tell you what, Iroh's not out. Maybe down, but not out. I want to point out, It was a David versus Goliath battle we just saw, and you know who won? Fuyuhiko. Iroh may not be the most impressive. Iroh, you really gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop. You can't do that anymore, Iroh. It has literally paid off for you maybe a couple of times. Moko saying, come on, get up. Get on up now. We've seen this happen before. Smooth into it, and sends Iroh neck and back first into the mat. Big old body splash. And Moko's still completely fresh. Into the ropes. Pop up. Headbutt to Iroh. And you gotta remember, Iroh's still a little groggy. He's a little bit injured. And the longer this match goes on, and it has the potential to go on for pretty long. Moko's just wailing away. Remember, no countouts outside the ring. Or maybe there are. Did not know there were countouts in a submissions match, but I'd like to point out, Iroh has used Rage. Iroh may be looking to win this thing not by submission. Maybe looking to try and win this by countout again, and Moko not having it throws Iroh into the table. And steps back into the ring. Count of 6, Iroh scurries in immediately. But Moko ready for Iroh. Iroh not reversing. I thought Iroh was reversing there. Instead, Iroh goes back first into the mat. Up to the top rope. It's not a long distance. I'm not sure if that's going to hit, and it did right to the back of Iroh. Goodness gracious. Now that I've heard Jessica count in this matchup, you got to imagine hearing those numbers count up may have just boiled the blood of Moko. Iroh, however, I think may be saying, hey, that might be a route I need to take to victory. And look at this armbar locked in. I was going to say, Moko's foot was definitely under the rope for the second time there. And a big clothesline by Iroh. Put their entire body into that clothesline and dragging Moko center of the ring. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Iroh. You should not hit a finisher unless you hit that Salida del Sol, but instead the falling drop kick by Moko. And now Iroh might be in some danger, might be in some trouble, needs to get a big, slapped in the face before doing that suplex. Disrespect. As Moko climbs to the top rope, this might be that Phoenix Splash. Iroh's going to have to get out of the way, did not. Iroh in some real trouble and some real danger as Moko's dragging Iroh's center of the ring. Turned Iroh around. Submission hold. Oh man, yanked backwards center of the ring. Nowhere near the ropes. But that's an arm submission. Iroh's arms are more than okay, at least for the time being. Looking for, I think, a powerbomb on Moko. Center of the ring gets it. Iroh immediately trying to go for a submission there, but Moko got the foot up. Calling for Iroh to get up. Oh, reverse that. I was going to say, if Iroh gets dropped on their head. Oh, wait a minute. Dropped, and here's the thing. If this were a regular match, it would have been perfect timing. Perfect timing to potentially go for a pinfall there, but instead now locking in that submission. Moko gets out nearly immediately. Picking Iroh up. Goes underneath. And a big old boot. Up to the skies again. All of us watching with bated breath. Last time it was an elbow drop. This time unsure what's going to happen. I guess last time it was an elbow drop. And then, oh my gosh, that Phoenix Splash. And now just a running, flying punch. Iroh trying to drag Moko, saying, I can't let Moko get too much of an advantage here. That may not be something Iroh can avoid anymore. Unless there's a reversal here. Oh, no! The true ending connects. Iroh gets turned around. And again going for that arm. No, it's actually arm and head submission, so that might work out. I think it's mostly arm, though, in Moko's favor. Iroh's still able to fight out of it. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot right to the head. The one thing that might be working in Iroh's favor is Moko is using mostly things associated with the arm, but the second Moko locks something in to do with Iroh's head, it might be bad news. Iroh stepping out of the way of that drop kick. Moko stood right back up into the ropes. Ooh, but dodging out of the way of that. Moko again has a signature finisher. Iroh writhing in pain. And here's the thing, the longer this match goes on, almost standing Phoenix Splash on that. Iroh calling for something. Dragging Moko to the corner. Moko's busted. Turned around. And uses the ring to her advantage. And a couple more kicks, stomping the chest of Moko out. Iroh trying to mount a comeback here. Telling Moko to get up. Get up and fight. Went for a big chop. Ugh! But instead chops by Moko. Has Iroh on the shoulders. And dropped. Fireman's carry slam there. Up again. Oh, that almost looks like a guillotine, but reversed out of it into a suplex. And back up to the top. Last time Phoenix Splash did not work out in her favor. This time gets every ounce of it. Iroh's got to be feeling rib injuries right now. Turned around again. Still going for that arm submission. Still unsure if that's the best idea, but I'll tell you what, this late in the game, no, Iroh's still able to get out of it. Here's the thing, Moko's going to have to do damage to the arms at this point if Moko really wants to use that submission to get this job done. Iroh, big chops. Into the corner. Calling for something. Moko looking a little dazed. After that, and Iroh, following Moko to the outside. Here's the problem. The longer this match goes on, the more likely it is that you're not getting out if you're hurt on the outside. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say, wait a minute. Powerbomb position by Moko. Oh, and just powerbombed immediately. Iroh stood right back up. Moko falling down, trying to push Iroh, I think, into the stairs. Iroh able to take a step back, and instead, Iroh saying, no, you're going into the stairs. We're at a count of 4. And Moko's stunned. And Iroh walks right back in. No, Iroh doesn't walk right back in. Iroh saying, I gotta go flying to put Moko away. Life and limb on the line to keep Moko Madness at bay. Oh my gosh, still trying to go after Moko, but that's not working out in Iroh's favor. Went for a low drop kick. Iroh still working. Went for another Salito del Sol. Oh no. No. Oh my gosh, if that would have hit on the concrete there, that would have been the end of the match. Hold on, reversal. We're at a count of 6. You got to imagine they both got to be thinking about getting back into the ring. No, Iroh just trying to scrape away at the eyes of Moko at the count of 6. But Moko saying, no, get back in there. We're not having another count out between the two of us. Submissions only to win this match. Iroh rolls out of the way. Moko gets the advantage. Oh, Saito suplex. Back of the neck. Right on. Wait a minute. Reversal by Iroh. Shot to the gut. Could we be seeing clothesline by Iroh? Stomp. And going for that bow and arrow submission. Remember, Iroh actually has a submission signature, and Moko burns resiliency in this fight. Man, oh man. I think that's actually a finisher. And now going for that single leg Boston Crab. Moko has no resiliency. Is Iroh gonna make Moko tap out tonight? No. No, still not. Didn't get out of it. Iroh saying, I think I have a better chance. Making sure that, oh no, reversed by Moko. And Iroh gets tossed in the air. Almost flew over the top rope. Neck breaker. Iroh calling for Moko to get up. Moko back onto her feet, missing that chop. Iroh climbing up high. Double axe lands. But Moko with a reversal. Right to Iroh's head, and this might be going right to Iroh's head as well. Unless a reversal hits. No, the true ending. Dropping Iroh on their head again. Stomps the arm, and is still going for that arm submission. which once again I can't say is the wisest maneuver, but now the arms are weakened. Iroh is in a little bit of danger. No, I think Moko just let Iroh out. Let Iroh out thinking, no, that's not going to be enough. Or maybe wants to hit those couple of moves again, and now Iroh's body, as we said earlier, feeling the effects of this matchup. Oh no, hold on a minute. Hold on, Moko, not again. No, Moko. Powerbomb, no, it's not powerbomb position. It's the other version of the true ending. That's the alternate ending. Alternate route connects. And we all know the more times that this thing gets locked in, the more those arms are going to feel the pain. Oh man, body's hurt. Moko lets go of it again. Has a signature and finisher still lined up. And immediately going to hit it. Looking for that Phoenix splash. Iroh's body is already mangled. Oh, able to roll out of the way. Needed that. Had to get that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Iroh able to roll. Run out of the way. Went for a knee there, but instead may be faced with the alternate ending. Again. Alternate route connects. Moko dragging Iroh to the middle of the ring again. And bit by bit, slowly wearing down the arms again and again with this submission hold. Iroh is on life support in this matchup, as Moko just lets it go one more time. At this point, you gotta imagine, okay, that's way too far. That's literally all the way across the ring. You're gonna have to reconsider, never mind! Iroh might have to reconsider their wrestling career after this. Tossed, Iroh able to get the reversal though. Sending Moko down. Here's the thing. If Iroh goes for that bow and arrow submission, no, I think going for a Phoenix splash. But Moko rolls out of the way, turns Iroh around. And a headbutt to the back of the head. There's nothing you can do to defend from that. And look at this. Oh no. Stomped! And look at the wear and tear on Moko. The damage to, oh, hold on. Reversal by Iroh. Salida del Sol. The silliest move in the arsenal of Iroh, hold on. This late in the fight. Hooking the neck on deep. Is this gonna be it for Moko Mojiro? Gonna have to tap out to Iroh. No. Iroh lets Moko down, saying, you're not giving up yet. Come on. Stay down. Calling for it. Hurricane Run. No! Hurricane Run. Not at all. Went for a... Oh, no. No, Iroh, don't get back up. Oh, my gosh. Slapped in the face, now on the ropes, turned around. And just choking Iroh out on the ropes. Goodness gracious. Turned around again. Went for a German. No, not going for a German. Going for that slam. Iroh stunned again. Iroh stunned again. And Moko again going for that arm submission. Arms have been worn down ever so slightly over and over. Now in the orange. And Moko just lets it go, saying, we're not done yet. Moko getting out that frustration from the tables match. But you gotta realize the longer this goes on, the more prone it is that Moko makes a mistake, but the alternate route again connects. Turns Iroh around, gets the arm again, and yanks Iroh back one more time. Moko hasn't even had Iroh burn resiliency. This is just pain for pain's sake. Moko's gonna do it again. Moko's gonna do it again. Oh no. Oh no. No. Alternate route. I don't know how many times Iroh's been dropped on their head and neck. I don't know. Jessica might have to call this match. Stomped again and again, locking in the arm submission. It's like this is to prove a point that Moko can out-wrestle Iroh, but like, what's the point at this point? It's just for pain. It's just pain for pain's sake. Look at this, Iroh's writhing in pain. Moko was going off the ropes there, and Iroh's just like, for my life, I need to get out of here. Went for a drop kick. That may have been a misstep by Moko. Oh, went for something there, but did not work out in their advantage. Moko sends Iroh back into the ring, and the last thing you want to see if you're Iroh right now is Moko with another signature built up. But Iroh fighting back. Iroh holding true, yanking the arm down. But Moko with a reversal. And a reverse, oh, not a reverse DDT, just knee strikes to the back and then the reverse DDT. That was vicious. I think at this point, Moko might really just be trying to hurt Iroh. Oh, no. Not even going for a submission here. Running on the ropes and a double axe to the back of the head. Lift it up one more time. And ladies and gentlemen, true ending. Moko, come on, you could have ended this thing. Iroh would have just tapped out. Iroh knows, hey, I got a couple more matches. I can win one of the next couple. Oh, no. No. Oh, the arms again. But once again, Moko just lets it go. Yo, we're watching a woman scorned, apparently. Phoenix Splash. Iroh might now walk into Avi-Mania. We might have to wheel Iroh into Avi-Mania. Look at the arms. The arms are red. Moko, at this point, there's no excuse for letting Iroh go. There's literally no excuse. Iroh's arms are borderline broken at this point. What's it gonna take? Moko just doesn't want this to end. But Iroh got the reversal. Hits the Salida del Sol. Grabs the, okay, I don't know why you're going for an armbar at this point, but hold on, Moko does not have resiliency. But Iroh can't even get Moko to have full extension on that armbar. It gets the clothesline. Iroh working hard to maybe have an iota of a chance. Moko now also injured in this fight. This is just a bloodfest. This is just anarchy. Hold on, Phoenix Splash, this time by Iroh for the first time. Here's the thing, if Iroh's still able to lock in that bow and arrow, Iroh's not gonna let go. Iroh's not gonna let go, and we did not just call it. Look at this, as the knee into the back of Moko, yanks it back. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Yanked it back for a second, but Moko was fighting back. Oh, but Iroh said, fight back out of this one. Bow and arrow locked in deep. Oh, man. Wait. No shot. You are telling me no shot. Iroh furious about that. Iroh enraged too. This has slowly become a blood feud because now Iroh's realizing this isn't just a fight. You're trying to hurt me. I didn't do anything to you. I just made a couple mistakes. I never wanted to hurt you intentionally, but now you're trying to hurt me intentionally. And Iroh's fired up about it. Iroh, I think at this point saying, yeah, maybe I will win this thing by countout this time. And I won't have a problem with it this time, Moko. Count of 4. And Iroh, as we just said earlier, is now fired up. A fire reignited in Iroh because Iroh now, after being dropped on their head about 40 times in this fight, has realized you are trying to hurt me and make sure I don't make it to Avi-Mania. And Iroh not having that off of that with a bulldog. I think was going for that bow and arrow submission again. But Moko went for a big boot. Iroh ducked underneath. Turns Moko around. Code breaker. But look at how exhausted Iroh was, able to stand back up. Iroh has to lock in that bow and arrow submission, you have to imagine. No, goes for the armbar again, but Moko's arm is now red as well. Is Iroh going to pull back that arm enough? No, Moko's still too strong. Moko stands back up. But, oh no. Oh no, we were seeing a comeback from Iroh, but now we're actually seeing a comeback from Moko Mojiro as she's going top rope. Iroh, you gotta roll out of the way of this. You got to roll out of the way. We might have to call this match, you guys. We might have to call this match. If Moko keeps locking in these submissions and just letting go with the purposeful intent of harming Iroh Ogami, we might have to have, like, Sakura run out here and throw in the white towel. Look at that. Moko again saying, I could have won this match. Just proving this to Iroh over and over again. Up. Alternate route. And again going after the arms. And again locks in deep. And again, wait, actually, this time, Iroh actually fighting out of it. Hold on, wait, huh? What? Y'all, Iroh actually fought out of that submission. I don't know how Iroh did that. Every other time, Moko's been letting go of it. This time, I think Moko may have been letting go again, but this time Iroh was just like, no, not right now, not right here, not right now, and look at this. Iroh using their entire body trying to make sure Moko's tapping out to this. But unable to lean back because Moko just too strong. Dragging Moko center of the ring. You gotta be thinking Iroh's thinking about that bow and arrow submission. Hooks the legs. Here's the thing, Moko was playing around. Iroh's not playing around. Bow and arrow locked in, trying to rinse the back, but again, out. This is starting to become hard to watch for both of these competitors. I was gonna say that might be a rope break. Iroh once again has a signature up to snuff. Code breaker, but once again, too tired, too exhausted. But once again, Iroh thinking, I think I was close with that bow and arrow. I don't think I saw life in Moko's eyes there. Oh, Salida del Sol. And going after the armbar again, which is a curious case. Iroh's been unable to wrench it all the way back. Once again, Moko's been way too strong with the arm. Not the case. Around, Iroh still fighting through. Ooh, hold on a minute. Still has the moves in this fight. The toss back, turned around. And again, slammed down. It's, okay, after this best of 7, it's going to be a miracle if either one of them makes it to Avi-Mania. Rolled through, not near the ropes. Yanking the head back, but once again, Moko just says, hey, no. I'm not through yet. Climbing up to the top rope. Saying, hey, Iroh, get up. And a falling drop kick. Lifted back up again. Count of 2. Moko saying, I'm not done with you yet. This is just bullying. This is, I feel like this is real bullying that we're watching. Iroh has been lucky to still be moving in this fight, but I'll tell you what, if Iroh's able to reverse this. Oh, 1 hook, 2 hook. Oh no, that's the true ending. That's the true ending. Turns Iroh around. Again. I want you to know, Moko hasn't done any more arm moves to Iroh other than this submission hold. And then just lets it go every single time. To hit another big move on Iroh's skull. Went for the true ending, then going for the alternate route. Iroh, was this all just to make Iroh bleed? Iroh was not busted open at all up until this point in the fight, which is shocking. Shocking, to say the least. Well, no, it wasn't all to make Iroh bleed, because, you know, Iroh bled. But it's not over. Big boot. We might have to make this one a time limit draw between these two. Because it is getting out of hand, and we need them both to make it to Avi-Mania. Hold on. Get to the back. Dragging over. Scoop slam. Iroh does have... Wait, I was going to say, if Iroh can hit the Phoenix Splash, or that elbow, that Iroh... Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Iroh's got 2 finishers. If Iroh can land both, or at least one of those bow and arrow submissions, or this... Hold on. Here's the thing. I think Moko really is playing around in this fight. I think Moko's playing around in this thing. Iroh's trying their best to actually try and get Moko out of this. Yo... I want you to know, it's been a long, long battle. Has Moko gasping for air. Yo, how? Yo, how? Someone tell me how. Iroh's going for submission after submission saying, just quit. Just give up. It's over, please. But Moko literally gets out of it, turns Iroh around, and murders them. Moko, come on. Moko, this is enough. Moko, this is literally enough. Oh, dude, not the true ending. Not the true ending. Ugh. Iroh's body crumpled. Crumpled after that move. And every single time Moko goes for this arm submission, Iroh in dire straits, and Moko just lets it go again. Moko doesn't want this to end. Moko saying, after all of this, Iroh's still able to fight somehow. Firing back, and again, big chop. One more chop. Moko saying, come on, look at how bruised Moko is. Look at the bruises on Moko, dude. All on the arms, the body, the chest, the face. You gotta imagine there's similar bruising on Iroh right now. It might be hard to move. And no. Iroh's stunned too. There's nothing Iroh can do this time. Alternate route is certainly gonna connect. Right onto the head. Turns Iroh around one more time. And let me keep it a buck with you guys. This isn't gonna be into the fight. Look at all the blood that's pouring down from Iroh's face. The pain in the eyes of Iroh just lets it go. This is slowly becoming despicable. But wait a minute, I want to point out, Iroh's got a signature. And that's another submission. Hold on a minute. Wait, yeah, I was going to say, Jessica's going to have to ask. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. Safe. Honestly, that might be Moko's blood too. I think both of them are bleeding all over the place. Phoenix Splash. Gets every drop of it. Turn Moko around. Hit the bow and arrow Iroh. Turned around. Not the bow and arrow, but it is a submission. After the Phoenix Splash, Moko's just as hurt. Moko's bloodied. Wait. Actually able to lean it back this time. Oh, but again, just drop in the face of Moko. Iroh sees an opportunity. This has been a real fight. A real fight, and now Moko saying, that was a little too close for comfort, slap right to the face. Turned over. Gets that arm, kicks to the head, and another kick to the head, and another kick to the head. I gotta tell you, when this was guaranteed to be a best of 7, I wasn't expecting this kind of literal torture. Because now it's not even like, will Iroh fight for that WOW championship? It's, will Iroh make it to Avi-Mania at this point? Because the true ending is landing again. And the medics, I hope they're okay because they are going to have a job tonight. They might have to revive Iroh after this fight. Locked in deep again. And once again, Moko just lets it go. And says, stand back up. That is Iroh's blood on the mat now. Up. And down. And now we're actually starting to see Moko a little exhausted too. Moko, maybe you should stop playing games now at this point, Moko. You could have won this match, I feel like, generations ago. Ages ago. And I want to point out, Iroh doesn't have resiliency. Neither does Moko. Nobody's got resiliency in this fight anymore. So I don't know how they've still gone on for this long. Moko, I literally think, is just saying, hey, ha 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 ha. I suppose you're dying tonight. Iroh with the reversal. Iroh outside of the ring with that move. Hold on a minute. I think Iroh saw Moko was a little groggy. I think tried to throw Moko into the steps, but Moko took a side step to make sure that she went into the ring. Iroh saying that's no problem with me, drags Moko center of the ring. Walks around towards the body. And before it was almost enough, can Iroh wrench it back a little bit more? No, Moko somehow, some way. Still okay, look at all of this. But this might be the case. This might be the big ticket item. Wrench back one more time. Bow and arrow submission. Oh. No way. Y'all, there's literally no way. You've gotta be kidding me. At this point, for the health and well-being of both of these competitors, I think we might need to put a time limit draw potentially on this one. Moko has to stop fooling around. Locked in deep. But is it ever really locked in deep? Moko just keeps letting it go. Here. I've got to do it. At most, there's going to be 5 more minutes in this match. And then we have to call it. Because this is getting to be dangerous. This is getting to be truly and sincerely dangerous for Iroh's well-being. And Iroh reversed the true ending. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Last time we had something like this where it was potentially a time limit draw, Iroh was able to pull off a stunning victory, but look at this reversal from Moko, who hits a falling drop kick, the purest drop kick in the AWE, the most fabulous and glamorous drop kick in the AWE. Last time, Iroh was able to reverse the true ending. This time, this is why there's 5 minutes left on the clock. This is why there's 5 minutes left on the clock, because I don't know if Iroh even knows where they are anymore. I'm pretty sure at this point, Iroh is fighting for consciousness, not fighting to win this match. Because Moko lets go of that submission every single time, saying, I just know, in this best of 7 series, I could have destroyed you, I could have finished this 30 minutes ago. But now I'm gonna hurt you. Iroh wiggling the leg too, saying, everything hurts. I gotta message the medics to say, hey, I need both beds open after this fight. I need both. She's going for that Phoenix Splash. Beds open, gets all of it after this fight. ASAP, please. Send. And look at that. Arm submission one more time. Still yanking the head back. And just lets it go. Here's the thing. I'm certain Iroh's actually trying. Hold on. Reverse the finisher. Once again, Iroh has an opportunity. Drops Moko's face on the ground. Heads up to the middle rope, looking for that air row. Elbow drop. Iroh struggling to get to their feet. Stomps on the arm. Again says, look at those ropes. Iroh every single time trying to whip back Moko, saying, come on, please. Please. Because Iroh's just so close. It's about to be a 2-1 with one draw in this best of 7 series. And Iroh this time, oh no. No, no. Look, the bright side is there's not much time left in this fight. But the true ending connects. And Moko, you have 2 minutes to stop playing around. Because right now, I think Iroh could have been done. I think Iroh could have been done. But you know who I think it wasn't done? Moko. Moko's been somehow, someway just fine getting out of all of Iroh's submission holds. The bow and arrow. Everything. Every single bit of it. Stood right back up. Slapped Iroh in the face. Tried to go for a knee strike. Iroh trying to go for an uppercut of sorts. And instead, Moko still riling and wailing back. Iroh stopping that combination. Into the ropes. Ooh. And what do we got here? Punch to the gut. Turned around. And again, this move with just 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Jessica has let them know that there's that much time left. I think Moko's more than happy to just say, the world knows I could have won this match. But Iroh, now injured, is going to have an even harder time making it to Avi-Mania, because now it feels like it's no longer will Iroh fight for that championship. It's more will Iroh make it to Avi-Mania, especially if another one of these hits in the last 40 seconds, true ending. Man. Stomp to the arm. And again, that submission hold. Turned around. And you know what? I feel like this is poetry. I think Moko saying, this is revenge for all of the fights that we did where I couldn't get a conclusive victory. But hold on, Iroh has a chance. Celia del Sol. Here, I'll give this another couple of seconds. I'll give it another couple of seconds because Iroh does have an opportunity to potentially hit that bow and arrow submission. If Iroh in the next finisher doesn't use the bow and arrow, or if Moko just murders Iroh again. Hold on, okay. Never mind. This is for the best. They're both shot right now. Oh my gosh, they fought all the way up the ramp and so exhausted. At a count of 10 to end this thing. A double count out. A true tie. As they bled all over the ring. My gosh. Goodness gracious. Put me back on the... It's crazy. Y'all didn't see it like, oh, the camera's actually cut for a split second for about 2 minutes there. They just kept fighting everywhere, y'all. They just kept fighting everywhere. It was terrifying and crazy. And oh my gosh, goodness gracious. Dreadful. That being said, give me immediately to Wario and Majima. we got 2 more fights left in this, and those two couldn't put each... Oh, no, here's the thing. They could have put each other away. More specifically, I think Moko could have got the job done, but Moko was playing around as the stars go. Black. And out next is Wario. The other half of the tag team champions. Whew, pardon me. I'm trying to get over the murder that we just watched. I don't know if Iroh is okay. At this juncture, I don't know if Moko's okay mentally to want to do that to someone. I think Moko was saying, you're never gonna make me tap, and I'm gonna make sure that you never tap. This match is gonna end inconclusively just like the rest of our battles. It almost feels like this best of 7 series is watching us slowly see Moko lose her mind. And Iroh is the victim in all of this. Goodness gracious. We will continue. They have 2 more matches before Avi-Mania. Iroh still has to win one of those for the title to be on the line. Right now it's 2-1 to tie. To no contest. We had to change the ring mat. Goodness gracious, there was so much blood. Wario. However, once again, one half of the longest reigning tag team champions for the gentlemen of all time. They've got... they're all out again. Monica and Pekka won the open challenge. Majima comes out to fight Wario. His partner Fuyuhiko, also part of this Yakuza, won as well. Can Majima do the same? So I'll tell you what, Fuyuhiko had a hard time putting Waluigi away, but was able to get the job done. This one, it seems like Wario's probably the underdog. To keep it a buck with you, let's see how this plays out, though. Points out to the audience saying, hey, Yakuza is here, and we're in full force. I'm excited to see how this thing plays out. Aren't you? Hey, how you doing, Monica? Anywho, let me talk to you. I'm excited to see what goes on tonight. Oh, Pilot's actually a little asleep. As this kicks off, immediately Wario tries to run at Majima, and Majima puts him down. Last time we saw the other two boys start off with some true reps. Majima starting off with true murder as he hits Wario with a knee to the gut. And going after the knee as well. Goodness gracious. We'll get a message from Medical. I know both Iroh and Moko were grievously injuring each other during that match. They've lost a lot of blood. I hope they'll be ready for this Friday. As a kick goes right to the gut. And now we are seeing some true graps. Wario initiating them, but Majima is in control of them, pushing Wario all the way to the rope, saying, referee, break us up, please, come on, break us up. And pushed away. Majima saying, all right, you started this, let me finish it for you, hold on. Wario saying, nah. Couple elbows. You gotta remember, this man is still a tag team champion. He is still one of the best in the business from December of last year to now. He even fought with a dire injury and won the tag team championships back in December. We had no idea if he was going to be able to defend them at all. Took a little month off from defending, kept his chest good as Waluigi fought. But ever since then has been fighting, has been injury free, and more notably, oh my gosh, Majima, goodness gracious, all of that to get into an arm hold. Good, my man's. But look at this. Wario saying, nah, I'm not going to do all that to get into an arm hold. Let me just turn around. And as Majima down in deep, trying to break that arm before Avi-Mania. Currently not okay. And sent down. Pinfall. Center of the ring. One. Only one. They got a lot of fight left in them, but let me tell you, all the arm holds there did hurt the arms of Majima. We know Wario's keen to sit on you. If he sits on that man, it could be all she wrote. He's got a pop-up powerbomb in his arsenal as well. Big splash to the back. And I was going to say, right now, Wario's turning this whole thing around. But that may be changing very quickly as Majima hits a vicious uppercut. Stomp to the back. If you're just tuning in now, remember earlier tonight we discussed that there will be a town hall essentially featuring Queen and Camilla. There's a box for your questions and your support of Norphilia. Or hey, if you support Camilla in this, tell them why they're right. You can put that in the box as well. Just make your voices heard. They're going to answer every burning question that they get. Cutter. And the signature of Majima has evened things out very quickly. We're at 1, we're at 2. We are at 2. No resiliency. And big picture here is that Wario did not have resiliency. Majima, I think, was trying to go into the corner. Wario able to stop him. And now going for a, oh my gosh, submission hold. Rope break. All right. Look, submissions, they got me riled up at this point. I don't know how those two were able to go so long without getting a single submission. Cannonball by Wario. In fact, I do, hold on, pinfall right afterwards. Hold on a minute. 1, 2. I was gonna say Majima's feeling a little bit. Feeling a little hurt in his body and arms. It's not like Wario hasn't been doing anything sat on the man. So he's lucky he didn't drag him to the corner and get that extra height. But here's the other thing. Majima does have a finisher. Wario's very close to getting one. Super kick. Oh, wait a minute. No, I forgot he had this. Panama Sunrise gets all of it, drops him right on his dome. 1, 2, kick out, no resiliency burn. Tag team champ for a reason. Majima over fired up. He's going, and he's, oh my, he overshot him. Caught him a little bit on the way down. It wasn't pretty, but he's got ups. If there's anything we learned is that he's got ups, double axe right to the ribs. If we want to talk about Wario and his history of his ribs, that was what was injured back in December. And that pop-up powerbomb puts Majima down. Hold on, Majima might burn resiliency first. 1, 2, he does. Majima's already in dire straits. Wario looking to try to finish Majima off. Steps on his guts. And a shot to the back. And stomps on the arm as well. Lifting Wario up. Wario going up around, snapping the neck back right now. Wario saying, I'm not afraid of Majima. Stomp to the gut again. Stomp, just walks on him again. Wario saying, this is free, this is easy work. I'm gonna stop all the momentum that the Yakuza has had tonight dead in its tracks. Count of 1. Count of 1 again. Couple big chops, but Wario responds back with a chop of his own. And a shot to the gut. Outside the ring, powerbomb. Yo, Majima is not okay right now. Count of 5. And he goes up to the top rope. Begging for Majima to get up. And a big old crossbody. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This is the beginning of the end, I believe. Stand up, Majima. Because he's been put away. No, not quick. He got caught in the pop-up powerbomb, but it got reversed. Kick to the gut. But Wario reverses right back. Oh, man. And I'll tell you what, that might be the end. 1, 2. Majima kicks out. Just like this, not this past Friday, 2 Fridays ago, when they earned this #1 contender spot, Majima was just undying. He refused to say die. Oh, Wario has him up. Majima dropped. No, not into the corner. Almost dropped into the corner at the last second, snuck from behind. Lifting Wario up, sends him not towards the ropes, turns him around. Suplex. No, he's not done yet. And another German afterwards. No, he's not done yet. Turns him around in a regular standard suplex. A nice little triple of moves, but Wario ready there, and this time hits him. No, again! Stops him from hitting the pop-up powerbomb. And that Dragon's Cutter does connect. Goes for the pinfall. I was going to say that's probably not going to be resiliency. 1, 2. Kicks out. I was going to say Majima's got to do a lot more than that. The Yakuza there cheering him on. Wait a minute, he stood right back up. Into the ropes. Went for a back elbow. And instead, crossbody. You got to keep remembering the heavy body of Wario. When you get hit with a move like that, it's going to hurt. Your ribs going to hurt. Your body going to hurt. You going to hurt. Sat back up. And went for a big kick, kicked him right in the face, and look at him struggle afterwards. Yanks him towards the middle of the ring, maybe thinking about a pinfall here, but not the case yet. Stood back up, drops him on the jaw, kicks him in the gut, but again, Wario reverses the finisher. And drags him, no, not able to drag him all the way. He's ready, and a big boot right across the face of Wario. He's climbing. He's not climbing, he's diving. Wario steps out of the way. Hits Majima in the face, knows he's got an opportunity to put him away. He's so close to being stunned. Oh no, dude. We talked about it before. But it looks like the good luck of the Yakuza is over. 1, 2, and 3. He's sat on. The Yakuza's reign of terror tonight ends with Wario. Wario said, "I'm anything but afraid," gets his lick back. And now, hey, it's not undisputed that they toppled over Wario and Waluigi. If anything, they said that they'll put up a fight, and they proved it tonight. The one thing that the others didn't do is get involved this time. That super kick, we saw this earlier, the first Panama Sunrise, but after that, Wario was keying to being hit by that move. He blocked it 2 other times in standing variations. And we want to talk about how Majima, after this first pop-up powerbomb, also continued blocking the pop-up powerbomb, so Wario had to take him to the corner and sit on him. Had to take him to the corner and sit on him. We talked about the signature outside of the ring. He calls it WarioWare. Planted Majima down. Turned his head over here, 1, 2, and we thought it was over, and he kicked out. And there again, he dropped out of the pop-up powerbomb like a dragon did hit. But it was not enough to put away the tag team champion, and just like that, the night goes on. Into the corner. And he had to sit on it. He climbed to that middle rope, and he said, "It's time." Dropped the cheeks down, and he tooted. The pain, in combination with the smell, was enough to keep Majima down. Wario gets the W. The W. He's got the W on his hat. Of course he's gonna get the W. What will this mean come Avi-Mania time? I don't know. But Wario's saying, "Hey, even when it looks like we're down, stars, we're not out." The night goes on as we enter our main event. It's 2-on-2. It's Iroh, it's Itto versus the Equalist Movement's Alhaitham and Yosuke. And we're all on the lookout because they said they've got a 4th. None of us know who it is. That is the scary part about all of it, but hey, we've got a long show. Let's get our main event ready, shall we? We must. I meant to get some water. The Iroh Moko match went on pretty long there, didn't it? The fact that, for real, the bow and arrow was not able to put Moko away so many times is a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary because I think Moko may have tapped to it in the past, or at least burned resiliency to it in the past. Burned resiliency to it tonight as well, but hey, did not get the W. Iroh is here. A couple weeks ago, if not 1 week ago, 1 week ago, Dusk came out here alone to confront Amon. Amon used Dusk to get a match with Iroh to keep him out of his hair. Avi-Mania is gonna need enough for, not enough, a lot for Uncle Iroh. Because if, I'll be real, if Iroh and company lose, they're just gonna be forced to watch, or not just, I'm pretty sure the rest of them can help, but Iroh's just gonna be forced to watch from the sidelines as Amon wreaks havoc. And with him after winning this past Friday, it's the one and only. It was a fun back and forth between Itto and Kave. Itto did not flop on that night. But a lot of people immediately became worried because Itto in the past 365 days, I won't say that. I was gonna say he's had a rich history of flopping maybe since December. Because, you gotta remember, a year ago at Avi-Mania, he did win and he was the first ever AWE All-Star champion. We have to keep that in mind. And he won to get there. And it feels like when he's separated from Kevin, he seems to do a little bit better. Will Itto be able to get the job done tonight is the million-dollar question. Will Itto win tonight? We will see. The two of them are up against two people that have both faced before, I suppose. The Equalist Movement. Alhaitham and Yosuke. Without him on tonight, which is interesting, here to do the bidding of the despicable Amon. Maybe doing a little check on the power of Itto. However, here's the thing, they've beaten Itto and Kevin before, and I feel like they got the pin on Itto, if I remember correctly.
At 84 pounds, York K and Alan P.
And let me talk about these two. Not a lot of people were disappointed by Yosuke. They come to expect this from Yosuke. Yosuke had a dark turn a ways back. But Alhaitham, he's earned the ire of many. After what he did to Kave, after joining this group, he's lost so much support. And more so, he has disappointed so many people. Being involved with all of this. Disgusting and despicable. You can actually see Iroh kind of trying to give Itto a little pep talk, saying, hey, I know they've beaten you before, but tonight, you've got him. Even in that Fatal 4-Way elimination match, the Equalist Movement did lose, but they weren't the first team out. The first team out were the Boy Flops. Itto being a part of that. I don't think Itto's ever gotten a true victory over on them. They've gotten a count-out victory, but hey, you know what? That might be the way to do it. To get a count-out elimination at Avi-Mania, that's allowed. That's certainly allowed. Hey, if that's the case, Itto has precedence. Itto can do it again. 2-on-2 starts with Alhaitham, starts with Itto. Nope, starts with Iroh. Iroh, Itto, that's 4-letter I words. Let's see how it goes. Lift it right back up. Iroh tossing Alhaitham into the corner, wants to get his hands on Amon. You gotta be certain. Amon not here tonight. A lot of people wondering, I'm also wondering what he could be doing. Hopefully nothing bad. Hopefully nothing bad. Reversal, Alhaitham takes Itto and looks to take him to the limit, turns him around backwards. Here's the thing. Uncle Iroh was destroying Alhaitham early. Tagged in Itto. Itto was not able to get a single move off, but that is all changing. Into the pinfall. 1, 2. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he beat him in like 2 minutes? I would have said everything about Itto that I just said. I'd take it all back. Oh, thought tag was going to be made, but instead Alhaitham punching Itto right in the jaw. Itto has Alhaitham on the shoulders. Alhaitham gets a couple of shots right to the horns of Itto. And a drop kick. But Itto pushes away. And looks to stop the hot tag as well. Hold on a minute. Maybe Itto knows how to play ball. Maybe, that being said, Alhaitham is the one, hold on, rolled through, but he caught him out of the roll through and stands him up saying, that's enough of that. And tried to tag in Yosuke, but I'll tell you what, Itto once again a step faster. Into the ropes, goes underneath, went for a belly to belly. Itto with a couple reversals, saves himself in a big boot. Once again, this is the best showing that we've seen from Itto in a long time, but I'll tell you what. I hate to say it, but maybe it's his partner. Pops up Iroh, sends him down with a Meteora. Hold on a second. They were able to get Alhaitham down kind of lickety-split. I think there's a major hope for Iroh and this rebellion on this rebellion. Knee strike to the head. Knee strike to the head. Lift it up again and into the corner. Iroh fires back. And a flying, jumping clothesline. Yosuke is in dire straits early on in this fight, but oh, hold on, rare misstep by Yosuke off the ropes. And again, it's the corner. Trying to make a tag to Itto, didn't work out in his favor. Carrying Uncle Iroh, body slam. Has him again where he wants him in the corner with Alhaitham, and now it looks like they're gonna go for a little 2v1 on Unc. Has him up in the top rope position. Hurricane Rana into a power bomb. Turns Iroh around. You gotta remember Iroh recovering from not just losing his bending, but they also attacked him. He was bruised up for the better part of a month and a half. Since what? Rebellion Live, I believe. Whipping that arm. Into a submission, a Kimura. Kimura lock, but let go and fought out of by Alhaitham. Once again, every time I see a submission, I cringe just a little bit. Up on the shoulders again. And slammed down onto the neck. Tags being made to Yosuke. What do we got here? Off the ropes, flying into a kick right onto Iroh's head. Itto is begging for that tag, saying, come on, Uncle. 1, 2, nope, still just 1. Sammy's head didn't come down for 2 yet. Good refereeing, Sammy, turns him around. Neck breaker. And a tag's been made again. But both members tagging in, and now Itto's completely fresh, goes against Alhaitham, who's taking a fair bit of damage, but I do want to point out, now, however, both of them have their signatures, and if Alhaitham hits his, it is a great equalizer, but if Itto's able to hit his, I'm going to be frank with you. Has him up high. What is Itto thinking at this point? Moves the legs outside. Climbs up high. Standard suplex, gets all of it. Took a lot out of Itto too. But goes for the pinfall afterwards, hoping he could at least steal a 2 count, maybe steal resiliency, but that ain't it. That's far from over. Itto has Alhaitham up. We've seen this just a couple nights ago on Kave. Doesn't go for the pinfall, doesn't try to bait Yosuke out. Instead says, I'm the one, and oh no. Reversal and a couple shots to the gut means that Alhaitham is so close to a signature and a finisher, and he's got both now. If he hits a signature, he's got 2 finishers on lock, and that could be the beginning of the end for Itto. Oh my gosh, sent him in the corner and into a fist from Yosuke. Oh no. Itto, you gotta get out of there. Itto, you gotta move. That kick may have rocked him. And he's going coast to coast. All across the jungles of Sumeru. Has him up. Oh, he was going for the bookmark. Oh, but he might still be. Itto just reversed both. Count them. Both of Alhaitham's finishers. In what may have been the most clutch maneuver I think I've ever seen from him. Maybe there is really something about teaming up with greatness. Oof! Nasty tag team work too. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I think Itto has been working way better with Iroh than he ever has with Kevin. I might have to retract that Itto's a boy flop. I think maybe it might just be Kevin who's the flop after what I just saw. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Scooped. Slammed. I think Alhaitham just burned Iron Jaw as well. Because I'll tell you what, we're at a count of 6. At this juncture, he might not make it back into the ring. Count of 8. He's up to 2 feet. He made it in by 8. Didn't even get to 9, but I'll tell you what, we may be looking at a fireball power bomb here. No, just a regular one. He said just a regular one's fine. Tags made to Itto. They both have finishers on lock. Stood up. Ladies and gentlemen, sent him flying down. Yosuke has to come in because Alhaitham's getting whooped right now by Itto and Uncle Iroh, baby. Stood him right back up. If he's able to get a tag to Iroh, I was gonna say, or if he gets a pin right now, Alhaitham does not have resiliency. Now he does. But I'll tell you what, they may be able to burn resiliency. Itto almost working himself back up to a sig. Off the... Okay, now look. I know I just said I would maybe we should retract the boy flop moniker from Itto's name, but he literally did just flop onto the mat there. But hey, I was gonna say he's recovering. 1. Reverse right back. 1, 2. Burn resiliency. 1. I was gonna say if he rolls it back up and gets the victory, I would have officially retracted. Spiked Alhaitham. Has him up if he hits the signature. Oh my gosh, Itto. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it 100. That is the best we've seen Itto perform in at least 8 months. In tag team action. Him and Iroh said, okay, you know what? Let's just fight Alhaitham. And you know what they did? They just fought Alhaitham. After that tag team move, they forged a plan saying, this is what we're going to do at Avi-Mania. We're going to focus one person at a time. Once everybody's broken up, keep your eyes on him. Itto lifted him up, dropped him, head right onto the knee. Borderline concussed the man. And we were worried for a moment there because Alhaitham went coast to coast. But this might be exactly what the career of Itto needed. A resurgence. Alhaitham a little too cocky kissed at Itto saying, I'm going to put the man's away. And here's the biggest picture. That devastating sit-out scoop slam outside of the ring gave Itto the perfect opportunity to lift him up and burn resiliency on Alhaitham. And later on, it was enough to keep Yosuke out, who was completely fresh in this match. Even with a slower count by Sammy for 1, for 2, and for 3. They got the job done. I had my worries and I had my doubts. But I think tonight, Itto may have actually extinguished those doubts. I think Itto might be making me believe. Good on them. Iroh and Itto scored an important win over Alhaitham and Yosuke, putting their opponents a step behind and disrupting their cohesion. Ooh, hold on. That was a big win for them because, you know, after that, I could have assumed that they had something planned for the two of them. But with that big victory, I think Itto may have just saved them some headache and heartbreak. Let's talk about it. Iroh and Itto, they're okay. Moko suffered a minor injury. Monica suffered a minor injury. Naomi has further aggravated that injury, but she's still ready to fight. And Mondo has been cleared. Hey, that's goated. Naomi well, let's think. You still have Friday, Sunday, Friday, Avi-Mania. You still have 4 more matches to get through. So you gotta figure out what to do. Otherwise, we might have to put Manuela in your place. A quick sub for our open challenge. That being said, Moko now injured, and the biggest point about that is Iroh did not advance their injury. We'll look at the roster real quick. We'll look at our power rankings. Moko's still number 1. You know what? Maybe that boost in Moko's attributes as well is why Moko never gave up. Majima number 2, that's probably gonna go down. Gin, Klee, what was the last time you fought for real? Ryoma, Tae, Panette, Marin, Gwen, Aiba, Arrow, Splendid, Futaba, Pai, Miku, Rabi. Nothing new. Let's keep it a buck. That was our news. Let's peek at the next show. This would have been Fracture. Rinka's literally out. So March would be like, yeah, I'd like to challenge Rinka. Oh, she's out? Guess I win. The Repaired, I think the Repaired are in action, actually, to see who goes to help Iroh. That will be happening this Friday. They will not be fighting, them. Will not be fighting those 3. I believe Chi-Chi is in action, though, in a triple threat match, against her opponents at Avi-Mania. We have Shin and Arvin, which would be interesting. Hina versus Camilla. Camilla will be there, answering your questions, reading your comments. Miku and Charlie, which is interesting, but I think Charlie might be in the last chance qualifier, because both of those will be happening this Friday. Glamrock, Gin, and Makoto. Champion versus Bear. I think Glamrock Freddy is in the last chance qualifier. Pardon me. The okay, champion versus champion match, and Amon versus King DDD versus Futaro versus Golden. Anywho, that's all she wrote. That is our rebellion, and I think let's take off before something silly happens. Once again, there will be a town hall, so please get your selections, get your votes in. You gotta get them, you gotta see them. We gotta see what unfolds between these competitors. We gotta get answers from Queen, and we gotta get answers from Camilla, so get those questions in ASAP. I am gonna take off. Toodaloo Flight Crew until this Friday, which is the last Fracture before Avi-Mania, and then we have 2 more Rebellions, one on Sunday and a Rebellion Live, which is a longer version of Rebellion in the 5th Friday. I feel like I can't say taking off Toodaloo Flight Crew, thanks for watching now, because, well, it's over. The song is over. I feel like we gotta match the music, you know? I don't feel like adding the songs. Anywho, also this Friday, we will be announcing your winners from your Gauntlet Eliminator. At this point in time, when I'm recording it, it's not closed. But it will be afterwards, shortly. So, without further ado, get your votes in. Get your votes. You can't. You got your votes in. You got your votes in. I'm saying that like it's open when you're viewing this, but it's not. I'm in the past right now, but you're in the present. So they're already closed. So I don't know who's won, but I'll reveal them this Friday. Who did you all vote for? Who are you hoping the most makes it in? I don't know, but you'll find out this Friday. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.